करते हैं। आप सभी का स्वागत है। खास तौर पर मैं हमारे मुख्य अतिथि सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट श्री उत्पल दत्त जी का स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं और शुक्रिया करता हूं कि वह अपने कीमती समय में से हमें यहाँ पर अपना समय दे रहे हैं और हमारे सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को संबोधित कर रहे हैं। और फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो बहुत वास्ट है, उसको यहाँ पर हमारे बीच में सर रखेंगे। तो नमस्कार। माखनलाल चतुर्वेदी राष्ट्रीय पत्रकारिता एवं संचार विश्वविद्यालय के एडवर्टाइजमेंट एंड पब्लिक रिलेशन डिपार्टमेंट एवं अटल द्वारा आयोजित फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम सिनेमेटिक कम्युनिकेशन के तीसरे सत्र सेशन में आप सभी का स्वागत है। इस सेशन फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन के बारे में हम जानेंगे। हमारे बीच इस सत्र में सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट के रूप में जाने माने फिल्म समीक्षक श्री उत्पल दत्त जी मौजूद हैं। मैं सर आपका स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। सर्वप्रथम मैं संक्षिप्त परिचय सर का आप लोगों के सामने रखना चाहूंगा। सर एक फिल्म समीक्षक हैं, फिल्म निर्देशक हैं और सर को इसके लिए नेशनल फिल्म अवार्ड से भी नवाजा जा चुका है। इसके अलावा सर को रैपर अवार्ड, लाडली मीडिया अवार्ड से भी सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। सर मूलतः आसामीज हैं एवं आसामीज भाषा में लिखना एवं पढ़ना पसंद करते हैं। आप मनोरंजन आसामीज पत्रिका बिस्मोई से जुड़े लंबे समय तक जुड़े रहे हैं। साथ ही सांस्कृतिक पत्रिका रंगघर, रूपघर में भी आपने काम किया है। इसके बाद सर का योगदान ऑल इंडिया रेडियो गुवाहाटी में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान सर ने दिया है। ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के माध्यम से सर के द्वारा लिखित पुस्तक 24 फ्रेम्स, जो कि भारतीय सिनेमा के लेखकों का संकलन है, वह रेडियो कार्यक्रम के रूप में जारी की गई। मतलब रेडियो एपिसोड्स के रूप में चैप्टर बाय चैप्टर जो है वो एपिसोड के रूप में टेलीकास्ट की गई, ब्रॉडकास्ट की गई। इस सभी के अलावा सर लघु फिल्म बायलैंड 2 के डायरेक्टर, सर ने बायलैंड 2 को भी डायरेक्ट किया गया है। इस फिल्म के लिए सर को इंडियन पैरामिना 2013 के लिए भी चुना गया। इसके अलावा सर ने थ्रू ट्रस्ट एंड फियर और बोर्गी नाम की फिल्म को भी डायरेक्ट किया गया है। सर की लेटेस्ट फिल्म बहुब्रीता है और इस फिल्म को कई इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में प्रदर्शित किया गया है, टेलीकास्ट किया गया है। आप चलचित्रम नामक फिल्म सोसाइटी के अध्यक्ष हैं एवं चलचित्रम फिल्म सोसाइटी महोत्सव के महोत्सव निर्देशक भी रह चुके हैं। सर मैं आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं और इस फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन सब्जेक्ट के बारे में आप लोगों को मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि हम फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन में क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं। आप लोगों ने हमेशा देखा होगा कि हम फिल्म देखते हैं, समझते हैं, थिएटर में जाते हैं, हमें बड़ी अच्छी कहानी लगती है, हम उसकी तारीफ करते हैं और आ जाते हैं। मतलब फिल्म देखते हैं, उसके बारे में बात करते हैं, आ जाते हैं। मगर आज हम फिल्म को पढ़ना सीखेंगे सर के द्वारा कि हम फिल्म कैसे पढ़ सकते हैं और उसको गंभीरता से उसके बारे में कैसे लिख सकते हैं, चिंतन कर सकते हैं। तो ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है और सर की पूरी स्टडी जो है वो फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन के ऊपर है। सर बहुत ही अच्छा फिल्म समीक्षक हैं। तो सर मैं आपका स्वागत करना चाहूंगा, सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स का स्वागत करना चाहूंगा। सर हैंड ओवर टू यू एंड प्लीज सर हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को अभिभूत करते हैं अपने लेक्चर से। सर
धन्यवाद गजेंद्र जी। At the very beginning, I would like to say that I am not that fluent neither in English nor in Hindi, but somehow I will communicate with you, and I think I will be able to convey my feelings and my experiences with you. At the very beginning, I'd like to quote one line from a Manipuri poem. The poem was like that. The poet Nilakanta Singh, he wrote, "What is a language? Language is a ticket of a bus. You purchase the ticket, you ride on the bus, you reach your destination, you forget about the ticket. The ticket is the only mode of communication. And language is like that. If I can communicate somehow, the importance of the language is going to be reduced, because communication is the main thing. In the film communication also, basic thing is how we can communicate. How means the director, he can communicate with the viewer. That's why he has some tools in his hand, and we will discuss about those tools. How a director communicates with his audience with the language of film. We'll start to discuss. I will share my experience and I will learn from you. I will enrich myself from your knowledge and understanding. How that communication process can be developed, we can rediscover the language, the different nuances of the language we can discover. So subject is called film appreciation. And usually people ask, what is the difference between criticism and appreciation? Basically, this is the same. The criticism, the sound gives some feelings that we are going to dissect the film, as if we are doing the postmortem of a film. And appreciation, which is much close to my heart. I will have to appreciate that. I love that film. The basic, the philosophical thing is same. You will have to understand the differences of the tools used in the making of the film language. That is the appreciation or criticism. Appreciation is to some extent sensitive and sympathetic, and criticism sounds some rude and harsh. Now, basic thing is how we can read a film. Film appreciation and reading a film is almost same. How we will read a film. How we read a book. We can compare this with a reading of a book. A book, it might be a poetry, it might be a novel, it might be a drama, it might be a short story, it might be a personal essay. Let us make it very simple. So one person is writing one of his experience from his life. It was in a poetry form, or in a drama form, or in a novel form, or in a short story. If you read that piece, you will be able to know about some parts of his life, his experience, or his some activities, anything he writes. But a poem is different. Entire narrative part is different. It's compared to a novel. A short story and a novel, they might have some similarities, but they're different. A drama is completely different. The same story can be told in a different pattern. You will understand the story, understand the message, what he was going to speak. But the form is different. And if you know the forms, if you know the beauty of those forms, the silent features of those forms will be easy, it will be more delightful, more pleasant to discover that story. So film appreciation is like this, and I will discuss, we will share my views with your views. So let us start with the PowerPoint.
Shalabh sir, shall we start PowerPoint?
Yes, PowerPoint. It is film appreciation. And introduction by people. So now we go to the next slide. How to read a film? What we read in a film? Compare it to a reading of a book. What we read? We read the content. How we appreciate it. We try to understand the style. We try to feel the beauty. We try to feel the philosophy of the author, what he is going to be conveyed, and so on. The film is, what is film? Let us discuss what is film. Focus in lens media. Whatever is shown through a lens. That means the visual things is the most important. And we'll discuss more on this later, but when it is a film, and we have already crossed 10 minutes. So to create the mood, we can go with a film clip so that the environment is being created. So Gajendra-ji, we can watch that Oppo clip.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही।
शलभ सर, शायद आप सर कोई वीडियो चलाने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
There's a video. Oppo.
Oppo.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Shalabh sir, am I audible?
Yes.
हेलो
Hello.
सर, कौन सा वीडियो प्ले करना है?
Oppo.
अच्छा, Oppo.
This is a famous clip from Satyajit Ray's film, and I think most of you have already seen that. Let us see the clip.
কি চাও কাজল? কিছু বলবে?
তুমি কোথায় যাচ্ছ?
তুমি আসবে আমার সঙ্গে?
তুমি কলকাতায় যাচ্ছ?
যদি যাই তুমি আসবে?
আমার বাবার কাছে নিয়ে যাবে?
নিশ্চয়ই।
বাবা আমায় বকবে না?
কেন বলবে কাজল?
আমায় ফেলে চলে যাবে না?
কখনো না।
তুমি কে?
তোমার বন্ধু। তুমি আসবে আমার সঙ্গে? কাজল।
Okay, okay, madam.
Okay, let us come back to the lecture. Please
Okay.
clip
ಕಳಿಸಿ
our
ಇದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ.
and I'm sure most of you perhaps you have not able to follow the language of the dialogue. There's no issue, but you have understand what was trying to be conveyed with that scene. That is film. In film, the visual images will speak the main thing, and audio will support. Now let us go to the PowerPoint. Next slide. Next slide, please. Bas. How to appreciate a film? First thing, you will have to love film or films. Second is same, and third is same. I would love reading novels. That means I have a particular love or inclination for the novel. I don't go with the authors. I will read only novels by Nisharnath Reno or novels by Arvinda Dega or novels by James Edwards, whatever my taste demands. First thing, I will have to know what is novel. That thing is applicable in terms of film. First, I will have to love film as a whole, and we will have different reasons to love a film. Some people, they love films only for the actors, that is stars. Some love film for the music. There might be several reasons, but for a particular student of film appreciation or journalism, he or she will have to go beyond that. You will have to discover the salient features of a film. Let us go to the next slide. Film is a composite art. How a film acquires its elements from other medium of arts. Film acquires a story element from a novel. That means in a novel, a story is narrated in a fast way. It's almost like a tree, full-grown tree. It has branches, it has leaves, it has a strong trunk, it has roots. It's almost, a novel is almost like an ancient old tree. But short story has surprise elements. You go to the classic short stories of Maupassant, you will find in the last line, he gives a surprise and he compels to think about the story in a very different light. You have to read the story. That surprise element of short story comes to it. And images from poetry. Poetry basically deals with visual images. It can be described with shapes, sound, shapes and colors. Basically, it's shape and color. That image is the power of image. It is equated by film. There is a Sanskrit word tilottama. Tilottama means a beauty is formed with taking beauties from other elements. Film is like that. Film has taken all those beautiful elements from other art medium. So acting from drama. And I have to like to mention you here one more thing. While I'm speaking about film, I'm always mentioning about a feature film. We have so many films, documentary films, or advertisement films, music video, those are also films. But while I'm speaking about film, I'm always speaking about a feature film. So in feature film, we need people, we need action, we need person, and they will speak, and they will have to speak in an entertaining way. And that what we call that narrative pattern comes from drama. And slide is stopped. So movement from dance. Dance is a series of physical movement, and from beginning to end of a dance, series of movements, and that movements gives a complete organic shape. Film is also a continuous continuous presentation of still shots, and those still shots will make it moving pictures. So movement is there, and that movement must be rhythmic, that it does not disturb your view, disturb your attention. The movement, the beauty of movement of a film comes from dance. So, if we know the basic qualities of those arts, the rhythm from music, so then we'll be able to understand how the film is being formed and how the director successfully or unsuccessfully established his narratives. Rhythm from music. Whenever we talk about music of a film, usually we think about the songs of the film or the background music. That is another part. That will come in sound. But the rhythm of music, you can understand the rhythm. If you may not be a master in rhythm of music, but you will feel that rhythm is lost of the music piece. That rhythm must be there in a film. Well, we'll discuss music in later part. Composition and color of painting. Composition means that frame we see in TV screen or in a big screen. The elements presented in the frame, within the frame, should be in a proper way so that it gives a complete picture, and that has that creates some influence upon the audience or viewer. That sense will come from the painting. And the depth of the story, depth of the content, depth of the message comes from the understanding of philosophy of life. Next slide, please. So to understand all those things, you must read literature, you must read philosophy, you must read news also. Please hold the slide. Literature, it means drama, poetry, short story, personal essay, travelogue, everything. Those will give you some insight to the human psychology. Because films are stories of man, and you will understand the man. Philosophy is needed to understand the depth of the content. And news will gives you your connection with the society at the present time. Literature, basically, it is an event from the past narrated in the present. Because a writer will write a novel from his personal experience, it will take some time. When the incident will occur and when he will write the novel, there must be a gap. Because he'll have to understand the incident in terms of experience and feelings. Then he will have to rewrite it. So literature is not a reflection of present time, but news is the reflection of present time. You must know your time, your society. To make a film, you have notice, and to understand the film, you will have to know this. So if there is a film based on women trafficking, if you know about the latest incidents of this women trafficking that usually comes in newspaper, then you will be able to narrate it, will be related to the film or related to the narrative of the film easily. And if you don't have any idea about women trafficking, you will not be able to understand the basic deliverable of the film. So reading is important to understand, to read a film. I have told you in my earlier, along with my last slide, that film is a combination of all arts and literature. So you have to know all those things to appreciate a film from another angle, from another depth. Let's go to the next slide. There is a famous director, Akira Kurosawa. One journalist asked him the question, how I should start filmmaking? He replied, go and read any epic for several times. Then you'll be able to understand how to create a film. The same thing is applicable in terms of film appreciation also. We must read an epic, and our good example is Mahabharata. We'll have to read and read it. We'll have to read to understand the emotional expressions and the expressions of those characters. We'll have to understand how character is being created and how a character is pushed out from the scenario. Mahabharata is the best example to understand the narrative of a literature. And the epic with strong visual images. Film is nothing but visual images. And if it is strong, it creates more impact upon the conscience of the viewer. So we will understand what is the difference between image and visual image. Strong visual image. Visual is what we see. And what is an image? What the image, what that visual speaks something. You have to speak, and what is strong visual image? That means it has strong appeal. We see so many photographs in our daily newspaper, but only a few photographs creates an impact upon our mind, and we can remember those frames, those photographs for year after years. Why? Because they are strong. They created strong impact upon your mind. That's why we need strong visual images, and we will have to understand how strong visual images are being offered. So, I spoke so many times, so let us have a break. Let me listen from you, at least 5% from you. Please stop the slide and let us discuss for 5 minutes. What I want to know, that you have seen so many films in your life. Please remember that it's one particular shot which you have not forgotten. Let us share your experiences. Then we will discuss about the strong visual images. And that is the main component of a film. We'll start. Any film you like.
Sir, myself personally, I remember the scenic beauty. Kim Ki-duk film, The Spring, the Fall, and the Winter.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Let us take one shot from the film.
One shot of the film.
One shot.
Yeah. They are doing the calligraphy on the floor.
Yes, right.
Yeah. You know, they are with a knife, they are cutting and brushing the painting with a monk and his guru, I think. I remember that particular scene. Yeah.
Why it created an impact upon your mind?
So first...
Let me take one thing. You have seen lots of films. Why Kim Ki-duk's name came to your mind first? And why you have chosen 3 Irons? You came to this.
First, how he created the visual. I mean, the scenic beauty I have never seen, and without dialogue.
Yes.
You know, just the expression of actor and the content of the story, visual by visual. I understand. I don't need to understand South Korean language or something. Fully understand, no doubt about this. I really feel that without dialogue, he's saying what is the difference between silence, the muteness, and when characters speak. And his visual sense, I'm really amazed with his director work.
Have you seen the film Bo?
Yes. The
entire film, they have only 1 or 2 dialogues.
the girl is living on the boat and
Yes. And you never thought, you never think that they are deaf and dumb. But so another person will.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, I have seen one Hindi movie, Rajesh Khanna and Shabana Azmi. It is Avatar. Avatar, yeah. In that, say he goes to the lost and then he completely lost. He makes a mechanic shop in a small hut in front. So there, when the problem happens to the son's car, they come there. So Rajesh Khanna is the father. Okay, and after making the repair, the car moves. Then he holds the hand and he tells this for the money. Then immediately tells muft mein kaam karna band kiya. Okay, and the son takes the daughter-in-law gives the money. That is very emotional for me when I see this is one. And one more is this is one Masoom film. In Masoom film, the Jugal Hansraj is a small boy. He keeps looking for his mother. Suddenly, when he comes to his hand gets hurt while making a gift for her birthday. That is Naziruddin Shah brings him the boy in the home. It is his son. Okay, and she is not accepting it because of out of wedlock. And he runs to the mother. Suddenly he tells mummy. When he tells mummy, then she tells, I'm not your mother. I'm not your mother. So that feel of that motherness I felt over there. Here, even though he is a father, that the problem that the children give to the father forgets everything. And finally he tells, you have to live on your own. That feeling of the pain that my children betrayed me, that is showcased very much in Rajesh Khanna Avatar film. So these two something impressed me in whole of my life. I accepted that one, sir.
Okay, nice to know. And another, we'll discuss it. 5 experiences. We have got 2 till now.
I have one movie called Postman in the Mountain. I think it is a Korean Korean movie, I think. In that the dog accompanies the postman all along with his journey in the mountains. He distributes the post and he builds the relationship between each and every house in the mountain. Okay, such that in one lady will be there. She is a blind and she is waiting for his grandson to come, and he is giving the money. But postman himself, he will do the job of his grandson. So like that, some emotions are being built in that movie, the mountain Postman in the Mountain. It was
is it a Korean movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. How old is this film?
It is in 1999 or 96, I think. Postman in the Mountain. Sir.
Postman in the Mountain.
Yes.
Is it available in net? Is this film available?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. YouTube also it is available.
Let me write them down. The Postman
in the Mountain. So he is about to retire. He takes his son to hand over his job to his son. So the journey starts, and along with the dog also accompany. And it's a wonderful journey movie, Postman in the Mountain. He just gives his baton to his son because he is retiring and he is aged. Okay, it is a wonderful journey. Postman in the Mountain.
I'll watch it. Thanks a lot for giving me this information.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And have you seen one film, Bhayanakam?
No, sir. No.
There is also a similar kind of person, a postman.
Okay. But here, there is a lot of emotions, lot of relationships. Rather than a journey will be there. A last day of the journey, he introduces his son to the postman job, and he is about to retire. And a lot of things are there. It is a wonderful movie to watch.
I'll watch it. May I know your name, please?
My Venkatesh Govindaya. Venkatesh.
So I would like to listen from some ladies. Some ladies are there. Amita Shoni. So no one is coming. So what to do? So let me continue. But we have discussed one saw and two scenes. After watching so many films, some incidents, some songs we carry in our mind for years after years. Why? Because those scenes, those songs created some magic. How the magic was being created. That Kim Ki-duk's film. His all films are beautifully made. All films. But the films that spring, autumn, summer, and spring, that film, it is a paradigm shift from its earlier films. It's more visual, it's more strong, and it's more confined to a particular place. This basically most of the films are confined to some particular place. The Bow film that was confined to a boat, and this autumn, spring, or winter and spring. This is confined to a particular place, a pond and what is called I don't know name. Their house, beautifully decorated.
Yep.
But he created music. How the music is being created, it's not easy to explain, not easy to understand. You have watched most of his films, Kim Ki-duk's film. Perhaps you have watched it for several times, but why that particular scene came first to your mind? Because it has created most powerful impact upon your mind. So how, if one particular film can create at least 3 or 4 such moments, you will never forget the film in your entire life. But how those moments are being created. You will watch some made this film with all his sincerity, with all his sensitivity, but after watching the film, you will forget everything. Why it happens? It happens. It's tragic, but it happens. Why? You will have to, we know the director, not we. Director will create the powerful moments, and we as audience will connect with those shots. And to understand that magic, we must read epics, because epics are full of all such incidents. I know most of you have read the Mahabharata. You know the story well. The big book, big volume book. You can remember most of the scenes, major scenes. Why? Those were written in a powerful way. What is the power? That power. How this scene was being created. If you watch a film, and I'm speaking from the angle of appreciation, you watch a film. The film was made with all atmosphere. Why he failed to create an impactful scene? What was missing in scenes? How will know? If we read that epics and we try to analyze those epics, those scenes, because Mahabharata is known to all of us. We can remember all those important scenes. And now if you read the Mahabharata and we try to recollect our memory with the writings, then we'll be able to understand how the scenes were constructed. We must find those things in film also. Then we will be able to speak. what the elements are missing in this film, in that film, which was not able to create any impact upon your mind. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So we can go to the next slide.
So one thing, if you can elaborate more, the fundamental, which you said, the images from the poetry.
Yes.
That point I don't get my mind. Other things I get it, but images from writing, if you can elaborate more.
Images from poetry. Okay. I would love to speak on this topic because my last film was based on this idea, and we'll discuss it towards the end. So let's go to the slide. What are the components of film? The moving images. The images, all are still images. It moves serially, continuously, and we found the moving pictures. Simple. Sound. Okay. Then visual interpretation. That is important. Okay. What is visual interpretation? Please stop that slide and please show my face. What is visual interpretation? So I am taking a glass of water. Could you see? So I have water and I kept the glass on the table. So what is the visual that I am taking a sip of water from a glass? This is simple narrative. How it could be interpreted. So there was a shop, only glass is on the table. So one hand will enter, you will take the glass, you will take out the glass from the frame, and after a few seconds, that glass again will come to the frame, and we will see the water level has gone down. What does it mean? Someone is there who took the glass and take some water. If it happens, if he finished all water was in the first, he took a glass with half filled with water, and it will return with empty. And in the background will have some sound that a person is hurriedly taking the water. The scene will speak something. That visual speak, it will be added something. That man was in a hurry. If the glass is taken in a soft manner, and it is written equally soft pace, then the person is taking the water in a leisurely way. If the person takes the glass hurriedly and return it with the same hurriedness, we'll feel that the person is in a hurry. This is the way how the visuals are being interpreted. That interpretation, that growth must be there in each visual. Otherwise, the film will not grow. If the person takes the glass and he returns with the same amount of water, there is no growth in the same. Nothing. Only one interpretation, that everything is static there. And static thing cannot add pace or speed to the narrative. So am I clear about the visual interpretation?
Yes, sir.
It is the visual, and how we interpret the visual. Let us go to the next slide. Next slide, please. We have, in a broad sense, we get two types of sounds in the film. Sound, what dialogues, the person speaks, the dog barks, etc. And songs, the person sings. Those are basic sound, dialogues and songs. And next slide, please. And environmental sound. What is environmental sound? What is sound in a film? The pictures are static. They are lifeless. The sound adds life to those pictures. You'll see, please slide. You will see the dialogue and song, that is same kind of sound. Another sound is environmental. What the sound is being created by the environment. So I am sitting in a room. What type of sound I can listen or hear? One sound, the fan is running on my head. We have some sound. My room is closer to another small road. Only few vehicles moves there. So sometimes sound of vehicle will come. But as this is a residential area, it's a morning time, so many ferialers will come. They will shout. I will listen to songs. Those sounds are not visible with the frame because you were watching me only in my room. You have not even seen the fan also. But if sound is added, you will feel that there is a sound. And you will feel the other sound, the outside sounds. Then you will feel about the locality. If you find a sound, you will hear a sound, a train is crossing. Then you will think that how it is situated near a rail line. If you find sound, some busy traffic, you will find that my residence near a roadside. If you don't listen any sound, you will feel that he stays in a lonely place. And if you listen some chitters of some birds, then you will feel that he is surrounded with the trees or like this. Just the environmental sounds adds life to the visuals. Even silence is also a sound. Silence can speak a lot, and it speaks a lot. And effects. Effects are usually associated with the images. I have taken a pen. I have shut up the pen with the cover. There is a small sound. This sound will give life to this action. And there is another sound that is not visible, but I have kept the pen on my table. There is also another sound. This will continue the same. I think I am clear about the sound. So we can go to the next slide. Music. Music is imposed sound. Imposed sound. The music reader will think the person is in a sad mood, so I will play some flute or violin, some sort of sad music, so that mood of the scene is being created. So there's a sad mood, and the music director applied some jolly, fun-filled music. It will give a different meaning, different expression. That will come under the interpretation of sound. So I am thinking, I am sitting here in a sad mood, and background music coming, like fun-filled music, that people easily understand that he today is sad, but he's thinking about his old fun-filled days. Next slide, please. And what is visual sound? Sound, we listen to sound by our ear. We don't see a sound. In film, you will have to see the sound. That means you will have to feel the physical volume of the sound. That is visual sound. How to explain that? It's a matter of understanding how we can easily construct it. It's simple. Say you have heard a voice coming from background. It is a very strong voice with a deep baritone voice, and the sound of volume is big. Then what you will think? That person, the voice coming from the background, it is a voice of a person, and he must be a tall and strong person. If you listen a very thin kind of voice, you will feel that voice is from a lean and thin person. It is a first impression comes to our mind. Why it comes so? Because the voice has some visual quality. That quality comes to our mind immediately. That is the visual quality of sound. So in the background, basically this is applied for the background music. When you listen to background music, you will have to feel that physical appearance of the music along with the visual. Then it will be a visual sound. If you watch some films and you pay attention to that background music, it will be easily understood. Let us see the next slide. Color. In a film, we have two types of color. One is color in the frame. Color in the frame means whatever the material you see in the frame, the colors of those. And so in my frame, you'll see a white fan at the top, and then glass and some white portion and some light blue portions. Those are colors. It gives the effect of the room. So if that white color turns into the color of the wood, it will give it different. If the white portion becomes flowery wallpaper, it will give it different. My shirt is black and white. It gives a different look, and I wear a saffron color of shirt, it will give a different color. And that color will be used to explain my character. That is the colors in the frame. And color in the theme. What is the theme? What is the color of that theme? Is it a sad story or it is a fun-filled story? A sad story is basically colorless. It could be a monochromatic, it could be deep blue, it could be black and white. And a colorful, fun-filled story is colorful. It will have plenty of colors in the frame. A colorful frame cannot depict or create a mood of sadness. A monochrome color, light gray, or light brown, it cannot create a color of happiness. You might have seen one film, Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg, and it was shot in black and white. Why? Because the theme demanded the color black and white, means colorless. A recent Bengali film, Obhijatri, it was a sequel to Pather Pasali. It was shot in black and white because the basic themes when the basic film was in 3 films, that's trilogy, was in black and white, and people immediately will love to connect with those Opu stories. So people love to watch in black and white. It's in black and white. That is the color of the thing. Next slide, please. What is the structure of a film? Film is based on a screenplay. What is screenplay? A play written for the screen. It's as simple as that. The play written from a stage, it is a stage play. Is play written for a radio is a radio play. And a play written for a film is screenplay. Written for screen is screenplay. That screenplay has the basic structure, is 3-act structure. So there is a beginning, middle, and end. So there is this is a simple example only. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's a 90-minute films. So it divided into 3 parts: beginning, middle, and end. Beginning should be short, ending should be short, and the middle. Okay. The middle will tell the growth of the story. The subplot will emerge in this portion and will be concluded in this portion. And the end will be in the climax and the resolution. So 90-minute films, we can take 20 minutes for the beginning, 10 minutes for the ending, and 60 minutes for the middle. This is general structure. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Next slide, please. The interval is an important, or mostly for our Indian concept, because you can create a middle point in a film in a mechanical way. It should be a part of the narrative. So the story will start, complexity will begin, it will go to a height, there will be a crisis period, there will be the interval, and story will start and will go to the most climax and will end. So in all, you remember all those films where you can remember the interval, where the interval was happening. That means it was the most efficient interval made in the film. It was a recent film, Kahani 1. That interval was interesting. There was a film, Andhadhun. Interval was interesting. There was an old film, Ganga Ki Shogun. That interval was majestic. at the middle point, interval point, the hero, protagonist, Amitabh Bachchan, he takes promises. Ganga ke shogand lekar main kehta hoon. That means it reminds the name of the film. You were watching the film for 1 hour, you forgot the name. Now it brings back the memory of the name and it researches the audience. The interval of Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, because Salman Khan asked Madhuri Dixit, Hum Aapke Hai Kaun. It takes the gist of the story once again. It refreshes the viewer. And interval is needed in Indian film in terms of business also. Because in multiplexes, there are so many stalls outside the hall. Their business is associated with the hall, screening theater. So they need the interval. At the interval, people will come out, they will buy popcorn, tea, coffee, etc. That's why interval is needed in the purpose of business. If the film director or producer wants to release the film in a cinema hall, multiplex or singleplex, you'll have to think about the interval, and that should be a deliberate move. So interval is an important point in terms of Indian cinema. The feature film is basically a drama. There must be some dramatic scenes, there must be conflict, and let us go in a fast pace. The slide is there, it is written. Are the elements of drama, an unresolved issue with the outcome in doubt. वो लड़का ने लड़की को मिला, क्या होगा? They will fall in love or they will become enemy. Like that. A deep commitment of the action by the character with whom we can identify, the main protagonist. He will have to commitment, I will do this, I will win this girl, I will win this war. That commitment. And we will follow, the audience will follow that protagonist. Right, next slide. Next slide, please. The character must be involved in a conflict which has at its heart high personal stake. It's clear. Urgency, a sense of deadline. That's very important. From the very beginning of the conflict, there must be an urgency. That urgency holds the interest of the audience. Next slide, please. Contrast. Contrast of the character. There is a good character, there is a bad character, evil character. There is a good girl, there is a bad girl. Like that. The contrast makes the clear brighter. Contrast a situation. He's in a good situation, the protagonist is in a good situation, and next time he's in an opposite situation. That contrast will make the character believable, lively, and it will describe his commitment to the purpose. Usual contrast. Day versus night. At noon is a morning scene, noon scene is a night scene. Those usual helps the narrative. A person working in a morning environment, it gives a sense that he is doing morning work, or he is going to work in early morning. If the same person is working in the evening time, it gives a sense that he is coming back to home. those are common experiences, and those are associated with the visuals. It's all those are speaking in general terms. But according to the story, according to the mood of the story, according to the interpretations, meanings will be different. But contrast must be there. How the director establishes his contrast as a different and conflict. Man versus man. The hero is fighting against the villain. Simple. I am making in a very general terms. Man versus man. Man versus nature. A man is working against all those natural hazards. Have you seen one film, Maji, the mountain man? That was a film, Man Against Nature. Man versus self, character within. This is the most complicated. Sometimes that reflects a double blind situation. Man versus man. Hamlet, to do or not to do. Conflict makes a character. A character without a conflict does not stand, or he can't stand. Next slide, please. Man versus Nassar. I have told earlier, man versus society. Kona should prove a person standing against the society. Against society. A confronting situation. Man versus man and society is a very common thing. Common. This is the important. So I have so many things. Now you have to ask yourself. Next slide, please. There are some questions. Please read, please think, and please give me a 5 minutes break. I'll come back after 5 minutes. Sorry, friends, I'm back. Hope you have read the slides. Whenever you watch a film and to appreciate the film, you must ask yourself those questions. Those questions are, what is the story all about? Story means the content. What do you think will happen next? That means when the story starts, you will have to imagine how the story may go forward. And it is go according to imagination, it's different. And if it gives some new insight and takes another turn, it will be different. Who are those characters? Do you know all those characters? What they are doing? What sort of people they are? What can you tell about the relationship between the characters and the scene? Where is the scene? Where is the film program maker chosen to particular background and location, etc., etc., etc. I think this PPT will be sent to you and you will write this question. And next time when you watch a film, you simply ask those answers of the questions and your appreciation is 70% ready. So let us go to the next slide. I will hurriedly go with the slides and then I will interact with you.
Sir, please tell me about props. Props, sir. Please excuse me. Tell me about props.
Props. I will tell you. Okay. Props. Okay. Now, you will be asked the most vital question: what is new in this film? What you have learned new? What new experience about life? What the director said anything new, or he has repeated some old films? If he repeats, the director repeats an old film, you will not find anything interesting. The director must provide something new to the viewer. New in terms of making, in terms of content, in terms of his philosophy of life. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. If you see us in appreciating a film, you must see 5 films and you will ask all those questions that I have given you. The films are one film, your child favorite. Because art should be seen through the eyes of a child. So you try to remember what is your childhood favorite film. You watch the film again because it must have some contents, or that contents you are carrying the film in your mind. Number 2, one superhit film. How this film is hit. And one cult. Cult means one particular remarkable film of that genre. And one you will have to, despite of directors all good approach, a hit film has reasons of being, and one unknown film about that film which you had not heard anything about. These first 5 films you have to watch. You have to ask the questions and you have to make the replies. And after completing 5 films, you see, film appreciation is as simple as taking a smell of a flower or seeing the beauty of a sunset or the beauty of a sunrise. It's simple, it's easy. Next slide, please. Please let me know what I shouldn't do. How will you let me know? There are my contact details in the next slide. utpal91@gmail.com, and you can WhatsApp me 94380-11354. You can call me also, but before calling me, give me a message. Give me a message. Next slide, please. I am available in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Search at the rate of Utpal91. The same thing, it's in the card. Next slide, please. This is my self-advertisement. This book, it was originally published in Assamese, and it is in reference book list of 3 universities. Now it is coming up in English.
If we were having the component, let's say 10 was the component and it was getting divided by half, now it will be divided by 4.
So someone was talking something, I could not listen. Could you repeat, ma'am?
Good morning, sir. This is Jayati Gupta speaking. Sir,
just a minute. The slide is over. Please change the slide. The PPT is over. Now let me see the madam's page.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to know in your slide, in elements of drama, I wanted to know the last 2 points which you have mentioned about the characters involved and the urgency. Can you highlight on these points?
Okay, I will. One of the characters involved.
Yes.
Right. Characters involved, and other is urgency.
So it's mentioned in your slide, elements of drama. Can you represent that slide so I can just tell you where I am stuck?
Okay, please go to the slide. Urgency is this. Let me tell you in a very simple manner that you are telling a story. So if you go at a very slow pace, it will attract, it will hold the audience of the listener.
Okay.
So we need some kind of urgency. What will happen next? What will happen next? Oh, this is happening. What will happen next? That time of curiosity. Urgency means I need the result immediately. Immediately. You will listen to a sound, a fire brigade is going. Immediately you will ask what is going to happen. So firing is there, it is ambulance is going.
Yes, sir.
You will sound that, you will hear the sound of ambulance.
Yes.
It creates a sense of urgency. That ambulance must go in the first space. That he should reach that hospital. Who was in the hospital? What is his situation? whether he will be alive, whether he's still alive. The question immediately comes to your mind. That urgency creates questions.
Yes.
And those questions lead you to the narrative of the story so that you can involve with the narrative.
Yes, sir.
Take the example of the ambulance and the normal car.
Yes.
A normal car is passed by, you have to listen to the sound.
Yes.
You don't think so much. And when you listen to the sound of an ambulance, so many questions immediately come to your mind.
Yes, sir.
That is the urgency. And another character is involved.
Yes.
Character must be involved in a conflict which has at its heart high personal stake.
Yes.
So, let's be very simple. You are watching a football.
Yes, what's the point?
You are watching football. If you are a supporter of a party, supporter of a playing team, you will feel another kind of involvement with the game.
Yes.
You must win. The other must be defeated. If you don't have that involvement with any of the football teams, playing teams, you will not be involved and with the game.
Right.
Right. So the characters must be involved with the main action.
Yes.
Otherwise, the character will be meaningless.
True.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And there is one more doubt. But there is one more doubt. In the slide of conflict, if you present, there is a last point which mentions. So can you present that slide, the conflict?
Conflict. You mentioned about contrast.
But this is the last point. Yes, the last point: man versus nature or man versus society. Can you just highlight what does it here explains about? So I just let this a little vague.
Okay, man versus nature. Have you read the story of Robinson Crusoe?
No, sir.
No. Man versus society. Have you read the novel? No, not novel. Play, An Enemy of the People.
Yes. I read that play.
What is the story?
So the
one person was standing against the society. So he became the enemy of.
Yes. So the video has stuck.
हेलो शादी तकनीकी तकनीकी
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Could you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So have you seen the film Maji the Mountain Man?
Yes, sir. I have seen that, Maji the Mountain Man.
What he did? He.
So it's a.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what was the film all about?
So it's about the path he wants you to make from the village to the so that people can cross from the mountain because his wife had died because she has fallen from that mountain peak.
Against whom he was working?
Yes.
He was working against Nasser. Nasser, he made a road. Right?
Yes.
There is a story about a flood.
Yes.
A person is struggling to get rid of flood.
Yes.
That Man versus Nature.
Yes.
A story about drought. The film Lagan.
Yes.
There was Man versus. They took a man versus man. Man versus nature. They were waiting for rain.
Yes.
At the same time, they were fighting against the British.
Yes.
Man versus man and man versus nature.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
And one question came to what is the props? Props mean properties.
Yes.
Properties means the things you see in a frame.
Yes.
Say you are seeing a living room of a middle class family.
Yes.
What you will have there? A simple sofa set.
Yes.
And there might be a decorative piece in the wall. Right.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to show a living room of a rich person,
Yes.
things will be different. Elements will be different.
Yes,
the sofa, it will be big sofa, it will be high price sofa.
Yes, sir.
So if you show a high price sofa on a family of a middle class person, man, will it synchronize with the mood of the story?
Yes.
So you will have question. This person is not that rich, but how he's taking this big sofa, high price sofa. You'll have questions.
Yes.
There'll be questions. Or you see a big house, but they have very small kind of old rotten sofas. Then you will have another question. The house is so big, is he rich? Why the sofa is
poor,
not matched to the scenery?
Yes.
Then props will speak.
Yes.
Props will speak. I am wearing a shirt.
Yes.
Right. It gives an impression. So I am wearing a namaboli.
Yes.
What will you get the impression? Namaboli tells something else.
Yes.
If you see me wearing a white kurta, it gives a different look. If I'm wearing a saffron kurta, it will give a different look. How the prop speaks.
Unmatched.
And prop has its own character.
Yes.
And that character should be visible in the frame. Otherwise, it's meaningless.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
The screenplay writer wrote that he is going to Delhi by train. If it is a Rajdhani Express, things will be different. If it's a normal passenger, things will be different. That's why how the props should speak.
But
so I'm running out of time. So there are one more question. Props is enough. Another, what is image from a poetry? That's a complicated question. Image from a poetry means usually whatever we think or whatever we imagine, everything comes in the narrative of prose. Whatever, because the experiences we gathered from our life and those are stored in our mind. And when we heard something, we listen something, we reciprocate to the listener, reciprocate the word with the stored image. So if someone tells me a car is coming, what I will think? What experience I have in my town. Car means there maximum, there will be car, there will be Maruti, there might be a Toyota car, there might be a Honda car, like that. We don't think the Mitsubishi is coming. I don't think a BMW is coming. Because my mind is set with all those images and in this place. I don't imagine a BMW will come and stop in front of me. It is not stored in mind. My friends usually think they come by Honda or Hyundai car. So my friend is coming. If he comes his usual Honda car, I have no question will be arise in my mind. If he comes with a BMW, immediately there are lots of questions will come. So our mind is full of our experiences, and I will relate with those experiences when we heard or listen something. And those are in a prose form. In poetry, what happens? In poetry, never speaks in a straight language. It speaks in a Sanskrit language. The sun is going down to the sky, going down to the sea. We don't think the sun will come and drown in the sea. We will think that it is going to be night. It is a late evening picture. If we think the sun is going to the back of the hill, we don't think that the hill is in front of us and sun is going back of the hill. We will think, immediately our mind is, what will come to our mind? That is going to the evening. Poetry never speaks in a straight language. It speaks in an image language. That sun is going down behind those hills. We don't think that sun is going down behind this hill. We will think that sun is going down because the evening is coming. That is the images we taken from poetry. In normal feature films, we take the images from prose because our mind and images association is in a prose pattern. We don't think in a poetry pattern. And I wanted to tell you that my last film, what is a poetry film, I made the film using mostly taking images from poetry. It was based on a poetry, and narrative was also based on the poetic language. Actually, if you are interested, hope I am clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you are interested, I would love to show my film to you. Please WhatsApp me your number. I will send the link of the film.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So any more question? So I want to know one more thing from you, that which points I am not clear, as not able to speak properly. Any confusion? And what I try to confine my lecture to the general film viewing experience of the participants. I can say lots of film name you must see. I don't do that. I want to say that whatever you have seen, whatever you know, you have to start appreciating film with those experiences. Then you will go to film theories, different film prism trends, and different trends of appreciation. Because as it is an initial lecture, I did not want to all about those theories. Theories you will learn yourself. If you understand that how to watch the film, what are the basic points, then theory will come in the next part, and it's very easy. So there's a popular theory, now it is much discussed, the feminist theory. If you want to watch a film in the light of a feminist theory, you will have to understand what is feminism, what feminism is, and how feminism is being portrayed in that film, right? But if you don't know the film, how the film is formed, then it will be not easy to narrate that theory through your film, through the film you have seen. Am I clear?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes. So one general thing, can I ask you one general
yes, sure,
question?
Sure.
Why the movies release on Friday in India? Is there any reason, science, or astrology? What is it? Actually, I want to just say general curiosity.
Oh, that was the curiosity of mine also. I have asked so many persons, but I did not find any answer that can satisfy me. But one answer, it was told by one renowned film distributor. He told me that Friday is a good day because Sunday is approaching, Saturday is almost half the holiday mood, and film is going to be the festival, weekend festival. So it came on Friday. But it is less convincing, but it's convincing. But nowadays I have seen people have changed the dates. Some people release the film at the time of Eid, some people in Diwali, some people in Christmas. I also asked so many people, but I have never got the answer. Why film is released on Friday?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions? Anyone like to ask questions? Otherwise, we sum up this lecture from here. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. आपके बहुत
We have 10 minutes more. We have 10 minutes more.
There is 10 minutes, but if you like to conclude, sir, we can do that.
I would have loved to interact with the participants.
There is one more movie
Yes.
you had sent.
Yes, we can see that. Yes.
Okay. Fine, sir. We will continue, sir.
Okay.
Shalabh sir, can you show that movie, sir?
Please.
Just
this is Jayati Gupta speaking. I wanted to ask you, in the beginning you showed the movie which is based on Bengali language. Can you tell me what was the movie name?
Yes. That was that film was Oporajito. Second part of Opur
Like
trilogy.
spilled black ink across a naked page, pouring sweet golden light over the words your lips could never taste.
Molding your mouth into a silent smile, revealing the glint against your teeth that sketches maps and constellations across the stars.
To guide us to freedom. Stay by the ocean waves tonight. I see them too. Watch the gentle moonlight lift the strong tide. Lift the pain inside your ribcage. It's been flooding your entire body. I still count down the days
till you'll come home.
On the tally marks on my fingernails and bones, even though I don't know which world you're in today. When the wind stops to breathe with me.
When the tree leaves halt for a moment.
I remember your smile.
I remember your smile.
I remember your smile. And it sets me free. Wake yourself up.
If there's a fire inside your throat, remember to breathe. No more counting.
No more scratching your name into an empty notepad, trying to see what it'll rhyme with. Just be. Just be.
Just be. The darkness is loud.
You know you can always come home to rest your wings if they ever tire.
But you have a golden light shaped like a key to open these doors locked.
To soar into blue skies. Tell me how the water droplets taste from the wispy clouds. We find freedom in the fleeting moments.
Find freedom in the fleeting moments of silence and emptiness.
An everlasting smile like the crescent moon. Wake yourself.
Wake yourself.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You're whole.
Yeah, film is over. Hello.
Yes, sir. Film is over, sir.
Yeah. So we have 2 minutes left. I pay my sincere gratitude to Makanlal Chaturvedi University and all the hosts and all those participants. I don't know whether I have been able to go to some level to meet your expectation, but I tried to my best, whatever I tried to best of my ability to share my experience and knowledge, what I've gathered in last 40 years experience. And I will be very happy if I get a chance to interact with you people again and again. Thank you. Thanks a lot.